Yes, good morning, friends. Today I will revise unifications. Lesson Nationalism in Europe. Topic Unification of Germany, Unification of Italy, and Unification of UK or strange case with Britain. So, first of all, let's start with Unification of Germany. As you know, you have read, Germany was divided into 39 states. Learn it. One more question can come. Germany was divided into 39 states. First phase of the unification of Germany came to an end with the failure of Frankfurt Parliament. So in Frankfurt Parliament, they wanted to make Wilhelm IV constitutional monarch of Germany, but he refused. With his refusal, the first phase of the unification of Germany came to an end. So next, you can make it first point, first phase of the unification. And in second point, you will write, first of all, make headings, first phase of the unification. And then in this, you will mention about Frankfurt Parliament only in short form. Then second point, initiative by Prussia. So Prussia, yeah, role of Prussia, you can write role of Prussia. Prussia took the initiative for the unification of Germany. And at that time, William I was the ruler of Prussia. I am saying Prussia. William I was the ruler of Prussia. And Otto von Bismarck was the chief minister of Prussia. Ruler was William I, chief minister was Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck was of aggressive nature. He fought. Next, you will make a heading, role played by Bismarck. First heading you will make first phase of the unification. Second, you will write role of Prussia. In this, you will mention about the name of the ruler and the name of the chief minister. And then third point you will write, third heading you will make role played by Bismarck. In this, you will write about Bismarck. Firstly, he was of aggressive nature. He wanted to unify Germany under his ruler William I, and for this he fought 3 wars within 7 years. He won all the wars. First, he declared the war against Austria and won it. Bismarck declared first war against Austria and won it. He declared second war against Denmark and won it. Then he declared third war against France, second against Denmark and won it. Then he declared third war against France, known as Franco-Prussian War. Franco-Prussian War. And this war was lasted for 4 years. Bismarck won this war. In this way, he unified whole Germany in 1871. Learn it. In January 1871, Germany was unified. One more question can come. When Germany was unified? January 1871. Germany was unified in January 1871. Who did the work of unification? Bismarck. Ruler was William I. During the Frankfurt Parliament, who was the ruler? Wilhelm IV. And during the unification, who was the ruler of Prussia? William I. Chief Minister was Bismarck, Otto von Bismarck. He fought 3 wars within how many years? 7 years. He won all the wars and he unified Germany in January 1871 under his ruler William I. William I, who was the ruler of Prussia only, now became the emperor of all of Germany. And the oath ceremony of William I was held at all of mirrors at Versailles. Oath ceremony of William I was held at Hall of Mirrors at Versailles. So, monarchical form of government was established in Germany after the unification. Which kind of government was established in Germany after unification? Monarchical form of government was established in Germany after unification. William I, who was the ruler of only of Prussia, now became the emperor of all of Germany. So this is about the unification of Germany. Next, unification of Italy. Unification of Italy. Germany was divided into 39 states. Italy was divided into 7 states. First of all, learn it. Italy was divided into 7 states. And out of 7, 6 were under foreigners. Only one state. Out of 7, I told you, 6 were under foreigners. Only one state, Sardinia Piedmont, was under the control of Italian-born Prince Victor Emmanuel II. Victor Emmanuel II. Listen again, Italy was divided into 7 states. Out of 7, 6 were under foreigners. North Italy was under Austria. As you know, during Treaty of Vienna, North Italy was given to Austria. You have done this. North Italy was under Austria. Central Italy was under Pope. Central Italy was under Pope. And South Italy was under Bourbon kings of Spain. So learn it. North Italy was under Austria. Central Italy was under Pope. And South Italy was under Bourbon kings of Spain. People of these states who were under foreigners, they were not treated properly by them. They wanted to come under the control of Italian-born Prince Victor Emmanuel II, who was the ruler of Sardinia, Piedmont. And here the chief minister of Sardinia, Piedmont was Count Cavour. Count Cavour was also known as Bismarck of Italy. One more question, who is known as Bismarck of Italy? Count Cavour. Count Cavour did the work of unification under his ruler Victor Emmanuel II. As I've told you, North Italy was under Austria. So Count Cavour declared first war against Austria and he got help from France. Here he got help from France. He won this war. Count Cavour ने वो लड़ाई जीत ली. And in this way, North Italy was unified. Then in South Italy, he got help from Garibaldi. Here you can make point. Role played by Garibaldi. Garibaldi. Garibaldi, who was Garibaldi? He was patriotic soldier of South Italy and famous for red shirt soldiers. Garibaldi was patriotic soldier of South Italy and famous for his red shirt soldiers. So Count Cavour got help of Garibaldi in South Italy. got किसकी help मिल उसे? Garibaldi. And he won all the wars in South Italy. In this way, South Italy was also unified. And the work of unification was completed in 1861. Learn it for 1 mark, 1861. Italy was unified in 1861. Rome became its capital And Victor Emmanuel II, who was the ruler only of Sardinia Piedmont, now became the emperor of whole Italy. Earlier, Victor Emmanuel II was the ruler of Sardinia Piedmont, but after unification, he became the emperor of whole Italy, and Rome became the capital of Italy. So after unification, monarchical form of government was established in Italy. Which kind of government was established in Italy? Monarchical form of government. Now the question is, why monarchy? Why monarchical form of government was established in Germany and Italy after unification? So here you will write that after unification at both the places, monarchical form of government was established because people had no fight with the ruler. People were against foreign rule. They wanted to get freedom from foreign rule. They wanted to come under the control of their ruler. For example, in Italy, people wanted to come under the control of Italian-born Prince Victor Emmanuel II, but they wanted to get freedom from foreign rule as they were not treated properly by foreigners. In Germany also, people wanted to get freedom from foreign rule. And we can also say, write this, that work of unification was done by rulers. Rulers provided military, financial support to their chief ministers. For example, in Germany, Bismarck got financial and military support from his ruler William I. And in Italy, Count Cavour got military and financial support from his ruler Victor Emmanuel II. So that's why we can say people, chief minister, they were very loyal towards their rulers. And that's why they preferred monarchy. Monarchical form of government was established at both the places after unification. So I think it is clear now why monarchical form of government was established after unification. Now can you write? Monarchical, repeat कर दो एक बार. Monarchical form of government was established at both the places because people had no fight with the rulers. They were against foreign rule. They wanted to get freedom from foreign rule. Here you can give example of Italy or you can give example of Germany. It depends upon your wish. You can give example. In Italy, there were 7 states. 6 states were under foreigners. People wanted to come under the control of Victor Emmanuel II because he was Italian-born prince. You can give example. आपको इसको लेंथी करने के लिए एग्जाम्पल दे सकती हूँ. एंड आप ये भी बताओ कि वर्क ऑफ यूनिफिकेशन एट बोथ द प्लेसेस वर डन बाय चीफ मिनिस्टर्स. चीफ मिनिस्टर्स कोर्ट अगर बैक से रूलर ही सपोर्ट ना करता क्या चीफ मिनिस्टर यूनिफिकेशन कर पाते? नो. रूलर गेव मिलिट्री फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट टू द चीफ मिनिस्टर्स for the work of unification. So that's why in that we can say people were very loyal towards their rulers and chief ministers, they were also very loyal towards their ruler. That's why they preferred monarchy, and monarchical form of government was established at both the places after the unification. So next is unification of UK or strange case with Britain. यूके और स्ट्रेंज केस विद ब्रिटेन. ये क्वेश्चन किसी भी फॉर्म में आ जाता है. स्ट्रेंज केस विद ब्रिटेन या फिर यूनिफिकेशन ऑफ यूके. In this you will write first of all to justify why strange case. In Germany, Bismarck fought 3 wars within 7 years. And in Italy also, Count Cavour declared war against Austria. Then he declared war against the Bourbon kings of Spain. But in UK, there were no wars. That's why we can say it a strange case. In UK, there was no bloodshed, no war. ना तो war हुई, ना ही bloodshed हुई. But UK was unified in a peaceful way. तो इसी को strange case बोला गया. There was no bloodshed, no wars. But यूके वाज यूनिफाइड, यूके यूनिफाई हो गया, ना तो ब्लडशेड हुई ना ही वार हुई लाइक इटली एंड जर्मनी, नो ब्लडशेड नो वार, बट यूके वाज यूनिफाइड इन अ पीसफुल मैनर बाय पासिंग ओनली एक्ट्स, सिर्फ एक्ट पास किए और यूके वाज यूनिफाइड. So here you will give first of all introduction. There was ethnic variation in UK, Scottish, Irish, Welsh, English. They lived in UK. Listen again, there was ethnic variation in England, Scottish, Irish, Welsh, and English lived in England. And out of these, English were most powerful and they dominated others. Glorious revolution came in England, and their glorious means no bloodshed, no war. Monarchy of UK gave its powers to Parliament in a peaceful manner. Monarchy जो थी यूके की gave its powers to Parliament in a peaceful manner without any war. UK passed two acts. First is Act of Union 1707. Learn these. Act of Union. One more question can come. Act of Union 1707 के बारे में पूछा जा सकता है. Act of Union, Manpreet. Act of Union 1707. Now I'm going to ask questions from you, Manpreet. Wait. Act of Union 1707. So by this, Scotland was forced to become the partner of UK. Scotland was forced to join UK. Act of Union 1707 forced the Scotland. By this, Scotland was forced to join UK. Next is Act of Union 1801. Act of Union 1801. By this act, Ireland was forced to join UK. In Ireland, there were Catholics and Protestants. Catholics wanted to be the part of Republic of Ireland, whereas Protestants, they wanted to join UK. They wanted to be the part of UK. Listen again, in Ireland, there were Catholics and Protestants. Catholics wanted to be the part of Republic of Ireland, whereas Protestants, they wanted to be the part of UK. So Wolfe Tone here struggled a lot, but he was, आप कह सकते हो कि snubbed, and here Ireland was forced to become the partner of UK. तो आयरलैंड 1801 में आयरलैंड वाज फोर्स्ड टू ज्वाइन यूके. कॉमन नेशनल फ्लैग यूनियन जैक. वन मार्क क्वेश्चन कैन बी आस्क्ड. कॉमन नेशनल फ्लैग यूनियन जैक. नेम द नेशनल फ्लैग ऑफ यूके. फॉर एग्जांपल नेशनल फ्लैग ऑफ इंडिया इज तिरंगा और ट्राई कलर. तो यूके का पूछें तो यूनियन जैक. Common national language, English. Common national anthem, God save our noble king. अब queen है, पहले king था. God save our noble king were adopted by all. Ireland and Scotland became the subordinate partners of UK. Subordinate means less powerful. इनके पास power नहीं थी. वो पार्टनर्स बन गए यूके के. पावर किसके हाथ में रही होगी? यूके. आयरलैंड एंड स्कॉटलैंड बोथ बिकेम द सबऑर्डिनेट पार्टनर्स ऑफ यूके. तो कॉमन नेशनल फ्लैग यूनियन जैक. कॉमन नेशनल एंथम गॉड सेव अवर नोबल किंग. कॉमन लैंग्वेज इंग्लिश वर अडॉप्टेड बाय ऑल. तो ये अडॉप्ट करने से क्या हो गया? Ireland and Scotland, they became the subordinate partners of UK. In this way, we can say UK was unified in a strange manner. क्यों strange है? No bloodshed, no war. UK was unified by passing only acts. Which acts were passed? Act of Union 1707. One more question can be asked. By which act Ireland was forced to become the partner of UK? By which act? Act of Union by which act? 1700. Ireland. Ireland 1801. By which act Scotland was forced to become the partner of UK? 1707. So one more questions can be asked या फिर how can you say that UK was unified in a strange way? ये भी क्वेश्चन इस फॉर्म में भी आएगा. Strange way ही है. No bloodshed. There was war in Germany. There was war in Italy. But in UK there were no wars. UK was unified only by passing acts in a peaceful manner. What do you mean by glorious revolution? Glorious revolution came in England. There was no bloodshed, no war. Monarchy of UK gave its powers to Parliament in a peaceful manner. तो एथनिक वेरिएशन पूछ ले अगर यूके की. स्कॉटिश, आयरिश, वेल्श एंड इंग्लिश. स्कॉटिश, आयरिश, वेल्श एंड इंग्लिश. So this is about the unification of UK. And next is a nationalist tension emerge in Balkan. तो बल्कन जो था ना, देयर वाज एथनिक वेरिएशन, जोग्राफिकल एथनिक वेरिएशन थी इन बल्कन. देयर वाज जोग्राफिकल एंड एथनिक वेरिएशन. National people of Balkan were known as Slavs. People of Balkan were known as Slavs. They were under Muslims. People were Christians. Population जो थी ना बल्कन की वो क्रिश्चियंस थे, but they were under the control of Muslims, and this was not tolerated by Christians as they were not treated properly by the Muslims. They wanted to get freedom. So in those days, Sultan of Turkey, Ottoman Sultan of Turkey was known as sick man of Europe. Sick man of Europe. People of Balkan got encouragement from this, got inspiration from this, that Sultan came to be known as sick man of Europe. So they declared their war of independence. As they declared their war, big powers such as Germany, Austria, Britain, Russia involved. Russia wanted to control the area of Black Sea. Austria wanted to increase its hold over Balkan. So there were clashes between the big powers. And slowly these clashes converted to First World War. There was First World War. So in 1914, there was First World War that was ended in 1918. So this is about the unifications, all the unifications, unification of Germany, Italy and UK, and next is Balkan problem. So inhabitants of Balkan were known as Slavs. Balkan was under the control of Muslim ruler of Turkey, Ottoman Empire, Turkey. What happened when they declared their war of independence? Big powers involved. Which were the big powers? Germany, Austria, Russia and Britain. These were the big powers. Learn it. Russia wanted to control the area of Black Sea. Austria wanted to increase its hold over Balkan. So learn it. People of Balkan were, कौन थे वो? Muslims or Christians? They were Christians. They were under the control of Muslims, as we have done in Greek War of Independence. Greeks were Christians. They were under the control of Muslims. They wanted to get freedom. And in 1821, they declared their war of independence. You know it now. You have done in paper also this question. In 1821, they declared their war of independence. Same as Balkania, Greece. People of Greece were Christians. They were under Muslims. They wanted to get freedom. And they declared their war in 1821. European country had great respect for Greek culture. Greece was known as cradle of Europe. And European countries forced Sultan of Turkey to sign a treaty. Which treaty? Treaty of Constantinople. Treaty of Constantinople in 1832. With this treaty, Greece became an independent nation. With which treaty Greece became an independent nation? Treaty of Constantinople. In which year this treaty was signed? 1832. Treaty of Constantinople was signed in 1832. So learn it. Greek War of Independence and Balkan problem, कुछ उस इनमें सिमिलरिटीज हैं, ठीक है. वो भी क्रिश्चियन, ग्रीस भी क्रिश्चियंस. दे वर अंडर मुस्लिम्स, दे वर अंडर मुस्लिम्स. इनहैबिटेंट्स ऑफ बल्कन वर नोन एज स्लेव्स. तो इधर आप बताओगे दे डिक्लेयर्ड देयर वार ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस इन 1821. ग्रीस बिकेम इंडिपेंडेंट नेशन इन 1832. लर्न इट फॉर 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन. 1832 ईयर लर्न रखना है. 1821 में उन्होंने वार डिक्लेयर की थी एंड गॉट फ्रीडम इन 1830. बिकेम नेशन स्टेट इन 1832. ग्रीस वाज नोन एज क्रेडल ऑफ यूरोप. ग्रीस वाज नोन एज क्रेडल ऑफ यूरोप. तो इस वे से इसको लर्न करना है. ग्रीस एंड बल्कन में सिमिलरिटीज हैं. अगर जिसको ग्रीस आ गया उसे बल्कन भी लर्न हो जाना. तो नेक्स्ट इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो स्टूडेंट्स लर्न दीज टॉपिक्स जितना आज मैंने रिवाइज कराया है. लर्न द यूनिफिकेशंस, बल्कन प्रॉब्लम, ग्रीक वार ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस. yesterday we had revised Lahore session, civil disobedience movement. So learn those topics also, and thank you for listening. Have a